don't want to marry anymore. I don't want to marry anymore. I want to divorce. If you are in a marriage and you are in a good relationship with your mother-in-law, congratulations. You are in a good relationship with your brother-in-laws, congratulations. Your sister-in-laws, congratulations. They love you. Congratulations. So, congratulations. Cherish that relationship. Hold it tight. Cherish it, hold it tight. Because I had to work my own out. That even after all the troubles my in-laws gave me, I was still loving them. I still love them. I still care for them. I still wanted us to come together. I was still the one that made peace again. My in-laws, they gave me wahala. They gave me palava. This one I want to talk about right now will be very, very emotional for me, but I'm going to say it. And as I'm saying this, I'm healing. As I'm pouring this out to the world, I'm healing. Do you know, I know somebody right now that she's still not healed from all the palavas in-laws gave her. This story has been in my mind to tell it. Let the world learn. Let people learn. Let the upcoming women learn. Let them learn. Let them know that if you are dealing with a young girl, small girl today, that girl is going to grow someday. We have so much troubles. Watch the previous videos, you will see we have so much troubles. And after, we in the midst of all that trouble, we now got to a point where my mother-in-law doesn't want me to cook her food anymore. I said, okay, fine. And she'll go to the kitchen. She will take, take the food. And the thing is, she will not cook before I come back from work. She knows when I come back from work, I'm going to be engaged in kitchen and start cooking dinner. She will wait until like when I come back from work. When I come back from work, I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking. That's when she wants to start cooking too. So both of us will be in the kitchen. And guess what? I buy the food. And they didn't know. They have no idea I was buying all the food in the house. That time, my husband needed my support. And I supported my husband 100% because I loved him. I love him. I still do. I still love him. You know? So, because I was working, I had my job. Every month I get my paycheck. I go to market and stock the house with food. And they didn't know. They have no idea. They didn't know our secrets. All they think is that everything in the house is their brother's. Everything in the house is their brother. So they can come in anytime and take anything and walk away. And I can't talk. If I want to talk, they tell me, shut up. It's our brother's thing. Or shut up. It's my son. Every time, my mother-in-law will say, in my son's house. In my son's house. Hey, I thought this is my house. Or it's also my house. Anyways, let me tell you this story of one unfortunate thing that happened. So this day, it got to a time we became like rivals in the house. We don't have to be rivals. I am a wife and you are a mother. If you stay in your place, I stay in my place, the world will be beautiful. That's it. It will be beautiful. So this day, I discovered that if I cook rice, then my mother-in-law will cook rice. If I cook fish, she will go collect money from my husband and go and buy her own fish and cook. If I make pounded yam, she will make pounded yam. If I cook beans, she will cook beans. rivals. I was like so shocked. So one day, it was Saturday morning, I decided to make my mind. So I washed my beans. As I was washing my beans in the kitchen, my kitchen, blending it, trying to cook my mind. Before I finished, before I finished, her son came to the kitchen and took beans and soaked it. I said, is this rivalry now or what? Okay, so so the moment I finished cooking my beans, I'm cooking my, I pack everything out. And I still gave them their, but so they will not say it's because I did not give them food. That is the reason. I took their own food, serve it in their room. Guess what? I locked the kitchen. Somebody will remember this story. I locked the kitchen. The kitchen had key, so I locked it. If we are now rivals, go and find your house. Go and buy your gas, because that gas was my money. I bought that gas with my money. I bought the beans with my money. The oil you want to use is with my money. So I locked the kitchen. I wanted somebody to come and ask me, okay, for something. So I was sitting outside. I remember that day my landlady was passing, and my landlady saw Mama washing beans. And my landlady said, Mama Priscilla, you are so lucky. Your mother-in-law loves you so much. Your mother-in-law is washing beans for you. Hey, I just smiled. I said, yes, ma, thank you. I said, okay. So what's all this? I went to the room and I sat down. I was there in my room. I locked the door so that somebody will knock before they will not barge in. Then I just began to hear knocking. Not just knocking, banging. Bang, bang, bang. With whether stick or iron. Somebody was shouting, one of, Mama's son, my brother-in-law. I will kill this Lena today. I will beat this Lena today. She has locked the kitchen. Mama, imagine. She locked the kitchen. What an insult. So I now told them, I said, from the room, I said, I locked the kitchen to get your attention. If you need anything from me, ask me. Mama, are you hearing what she's saying? Are you hearing? They began to break the kitchen open. Breaking the kitchen. In fact, he came to my door, was breaking the door. He said he was going to beat me. Beat the hell out of me today. This boy was like, I will kill her today. I will beat her today. I will do this today. And carry an iron was breaking my door. To break my door open to come and meet me, to beat me. Landlord was hearing the bang, somebody breaking things, because the landlord lived upstairs with us. Then the landlord was coming shouting, who is there? Who is breaking things? Who is breaking the door? That was how he stopped breaking the door. He would have broken the door open that day and maybe beat the hell out of me. So for that reason, I didn't come out of that room until evening. So my husband came and then they talked to him. They talked to Mama maybe or whatever. So that was how I was able to come out of the house that day. But he promised he was going to beat me someday. He's going to deal with me, call me all sorts of names. Well, we continue with our lives until another incident happened. And it was a great It was at that time, it was too much for me to bear. It was too much for me to carry. It was at that time I ran to my pastor's wife. I said, Mommy, I don't want to marry anymore. I don't want to marry anymore. I want to divorce. Look, don't let anybody, any in-law, make you destroy your marriage. Don't allow it. Because it was not really about my husband. It was about his people. They showed me hell. They made me go through hell. That time because I was small. Because I was free. Because my parents were far away. There was no phone to call anybody. No phone to call them. My family were far away from me then. But I endured it. I remember when I talked to my pastor's wife then, Reverend Mrs. Ojo. She sat me down. She talked to me. She said, don't worry. I'll tell the bishop to talk to your husband. You know, and she encouraged me. She told me that day, welcome to marriage. She said, welcome to marriage, Joe. I want to tell everybody out there, marriage is not just bed of roses. There could be issues, there could be troubles. But one thing I want to tell everyone is this: don't allow your brother-in-law, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law to separate your marriage, to break your marriage apart. Don't allow them. Don't take it. Now, welcome to my next story. Let's go there.